So there's actually ways that you can practice success off the court, off the field, off actually working. Like there's things that you can do to actually increase your chance of success to make sure things go right. And in this video, we'll be just talking about the things that you guys can do mentally to increase your chance and basically practice success. And these are things that all the top athletes or the top entrepreneurs do on a daily basis to make sure that they increase the odds of their success rate to the highest possible chance ever. Let's get right into today's video. Success algorithms. So sport players are able to interpret and plan and execute actions within seconds. The computer in their brain has taken in this information, whether the ball is in a certain location and people are placed in a certain position, compares it to stored data, memories of similar situation, and successful paths to them. So all these things happen literally in a flash in order for your body and muscles to subconsciously move and follow the blueprint. And that's why drills are so important. And that's why sort of every sports player, they just do drills because they sort of build these muscle memories that just kick in when similar situations occur. So you want a successful sort of action to occur subconsciously and just automatically. You want to ingrain that habit through practice. So if you're always constantly practicing, when you get on the stage, you're just going to kill it because you've practiced it so many times that's automatically going to come out. Next is visualization practice. All top athletes visualize the event every single day coming up to the date. Michael Phelps visualizes the Olympics 4 years into the future and really visualizes the whole event. He visualizes the sound of the crowd, the atmosphere, him jumping in the pool, he going all out and coming first. Like he visualizes that every single day. And he even visualizes him collecting the medal, partying, like everything he does, he visualizes. And this is sort of like the law of attraction. And surprisingly, that's the exact thing that happens. He comes first, he collects the gold medal, and he just parties right after the event. So on top of the physical practice, you want to perform visual practice because there's so much that your body can handle. Eventually you just have to let it rest and let your muscles recover. And during that downtime, if you really want to maximize and increase your chance of success, you want to visually practice what your sport is. Next is visualization play. So top golfers successfully visualize every single shot. Like that's crazy. That's a trick to lower your golf score. Like golf is 90% mental and you can literally get better with no extra practice. Try this with bowling. Visualize each bowl before you do it and I can guarantee you that the results are going to be much better. And I've personally achieved this. Like I would visualize the ball going straight through the center, striking. And that's exactly what would happen. Because when you don't, then your hand just goes all over the place and you have no plan on where to shoot and just goes off course. Next is picture success. You want to feel and imagine that you can do it and that you will succeed. Picture how you would stand. Feel the pressure on your feet from the floor. Visualize the expression of people's faces. Visualize the applauses. Visualize the atmosphere. The more real it is, the better it's going to be. Like for example, during my year 12 of high school, I was visualizing me getting 95 ATAR, which is, I don't know what that transfers to in SAT, but that's like the top 5 percentile in New South Wales, which is my state. And I'd visualize me waking up, getting the text message, going onto the website and seeing an amazing 94 and that all my family members are super happy and my mom starts calling all her family and friends. Like that's what I visualized and that's exactly what happened. Next is use gradualness. And like sometimes it's hard to visualize you achieving those things. Like for example, it's hard for me to visualize me being, say, the world's richest person. Like that's too much of a step up. You want to use gradualness. Visualization practice takes practice. You can't go straight into it and visualize that you're going to be a billionaire. You need to start small. Just suppose such and such things might happen. Then next comes the idea of possibility. This thing might possibly happen. Next is, well, after all, I've put in all this work, I think I can become a billionaire. Next is, such thing is possible. A lot of normal people have been billionaire, so can I. Next is, it could happen. This is something that could happen. And just slowly, gradually increase the extent of your visualization. Next, shadow learning. Very important. Shadow boxing, you're forming a mental map of what is happening. You're building that mental image of yourself acting correctly and successfully. This successful self-image enables you to perform much better. Next, pressure slows down learning. A lot of people try to learn under pressure, But thanks to research, it actually shows that it actually hinders your learning. Under pressure, the brain maps become narrow. You get narrowed to one correct route to the goal, and if it doesn't work, you become highly frustrated. Therefore, practice under calm situations and wire your muscle movements so that when pressure comes, your muscle memory automatically kicks in. Next is passion, and gradualness is the secret. So back on the topic of gradualness, weightlifters start with weights they can lift, and they gradually increase the weight over a period of time. What surprised me the most is that the world's fastest speed typist used to practice typing slow at half normal speed whenever he reached a plateau. So where further people would increase the speed when he reached a plateau, and further increase in speed felt impossible. So that's pretty crazy. For example, I know that I could talk and make these videos much faster, but by practicing talking slow and clearly and not stuttering, then I'll be able to slowly increase my speed and get back to my full capacity. But I need practice being slow and perfect first. Next, how to get out of sales slump. Stop trying to make that big sale. Stop trying to sell tough customers. You want to concentrate on making small sales to customers that you think are pushovers. So that's another one. When things are tough, take it back to basics and practice on the fundamentals. Next is carry over residue. This is very important. If you have feelings of hurriedness, aggression, or personal worries, it will carry over to the performance of your speech, event, meeting, or interview. Like this is carry over residue effect of emotions. So before any event, you want to have only positive things in your life. For example, if I'm going to a speech, I don't want to talk to my mom because my mom is going to tell me that my clothes, I look like a hobo, my hair looks off, I need to get a fresh cut. Like she just has all these critiques to say, even though I know it comes out of love, I don't want to hear those things before I do my speech. Therefore, before an event, it is important to spend a couple of minutes in a quiet room, clear your mind for this new type of action. Or what I like to do is I like to listen to certain music that just put me in a higher level and just very upbeat, makes me excited, and I just build up all this energy and I carry that onto the meeting, interview that I have to perform. Lastly, Antigranulation Tissue-Serum. So this is something pretty cool. So you know how when you get a scar and your tissues recover it, why doesn't that growth just keep occurring and just have an excess of skin? It just heals, grows, and it just stops. That's thanks to this Antigranulation Tissue-Serum. This is what stops us from overproducing tissue and stopping generation after the wound has been covered. So ironically, when the AGTS is injected into a mouse, so the thing that stops growth and healing, this would accelerate healing by 40%. The anti speeds up the goal. So for example, taking time to meditate, which takes time away from your day, actually saves you more time. Taking time to sleep more actually will save you more time. Taking time off allows you to save more time when you get back to work. So all these things that seem like antis or things that actually take time away actually give you an increased return on time. And that's sort of how you hack time. Right now, everyone's trying to use every single minute of time, but they don't realize that they can multiply time. By taking 5 minutes off, you will gain an extra 10 minutes in productivity with the less time you have. So for example, in a 1 hour block, you could output 60 minutes worth of sort of consistent work. But if you took 10 minutes to meditate, out of that 50 minutes you have remaining, you could probably output 70 minutes worth of productivity, and that's how you make more time. And that's why this rule of the anti being what speeds up the goal, and how people that want to increase their typing speed would practice at half the speed of their normal typing speed, and people who want to get better at speaking would practice speaking at a much slower rate. And then that's what would help them be able to talk much faster, with more clarity, with less stutter, and it just takes practicing at a slower pace. And this is how to go ahead and mentally practice for success. So yeah, I hope you guys like this video. This is very interesting. These slides completely for free. I'll put them in the description below. You guys can get it completely for free. That's my way of saying thank you for you guys watching this, and I just want to give you guys as much value as possible. If you guys want $1,000 worth of courses or consulting courses with me, the winner's here. If you guys want to qualify, all to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. I just want to say thank you. Question of the day: Are there any mental exercises you do to help you succeed when it comes to the next race, your next winning product? When you used to do sports, are there any mental activities you guys used to do? Let me know in the comments below. Other than that, thank you so much for watching, and I just want to say thank you for all your support, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow with much more value. Peace.